Uh, you know, there's something you all should learn. Something certain people need to learn. In my comment section, it is something called humility, aka don't ask me to continue a series when I have been away for a little bit, even though it's okay right now because I'm. I mean, I can play right now. I have time. It's just, you know, it's kind of a rude thing to do. I'm gonna be honest. It's kind of rude. I find it rude. People will be like, "Can you continue the HBM series?" Yes, we're still going. It's not like I've been away for more than like 2 days. Just because I took a little break of 3 days, you have an issue. What? How the heck do we get to this point? How do we get there? I've been doing things wrong this entire time. Been doing things wrong. Okay? What I mean? I've just been letting my audience just do that. every 2 or 3 days. Hey man, can you continue the HBM series? It's okay. Because maybe I just want to go play Door Kickers too. But at the same time, I felt like playing this morning. I was highly motivated this morning to hop on the Minecraft and actually start working on the PWR again for whatever reason. I was gonna play Starbound. I was thinking about it. But you see, nobody knows what the game is and nobody cares. Because it's so 2016. That's what it is. It's so 2016. That's the word set to use. Word set. Definition. Vocabulary. Big words. The way you get a big vocabulary is by reading or just by listening to other people speak. Hello. Welcome to the stream of all time, where I start off by complaining about people being like, "Oh, continue the HBM series." I'm gonna give you all a quick little tour of everything we've done if you're new here, so you all can get the full experience. I'll start from day one. We started with the wheat farm of all time. It's amazing. Ignore this. This is a tombstone. I don't remember what we buried here, but we buried something. Maybe uranium. So on day one, we made our wheat farm, started building the base, and then look at this. This is the base now. As of right now, on October 13th, today, 2025, this is the base as it stands. This used to be a power generator, but we're taking it down because it's useless. We have all of our crafting over here. This is for coal oil automation. We'll get into that in a second. And then we have all of our acidizers. Oh, I see the problem. They're currently running out of power. That's okay. Hopefully we have some thorium today. After we made the acidizers, we made nuclear power. Came over here and automated the nuclear power setup, which is currently not supplying any energy, is it? Not enough energy? Not enough power? Hurry and make more power, please. Now, do we have any like fuel, like good stuff to use to make nuclear Chernobyl fuel, please? Nuclear Chernobyl fuel, please. I don't think we have any. Sadly, we are not going to be able to keep our reactor up and running at this time. However, that's fine because we made a massive oil setup at one point. The oil setup of all time. It's 2 oil setups, but it just does one thing. Makes tons of reformant gas, which is really bad and not actually that good, I'll be honest. But the unsaturated hydrocarbons, which I found out I could burn while I was making this, are also really valuable. And this will really pay off. This is more powerful than my nuclear reactor program. Yes. Oh, 0 HE per second. Do I need both? Both of these reactors. That's not even funny. Go to here. We need both to be on. Because otherwise, what is consuming so much power? We are having a massive power crisis at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, we will never have any more power. It's all running out. Oh, I think we're good. I think the power crisis is solved. Thank goodness. This was going to be a huge problem. Huge issue. But no, we've stopped it. Turn it off. I don't need to waste my thorium fuel. What the heck? Stop scaring me like that, Minecraft. Stop hitting me with, like, explosions. We don't need those. Sound of an explosion. Next thing you know, boom. Zernox is now just a big green cloud. It's great. Love this. How much energy are we producing? How much energy are we producing? Ask it 70 times this episode. Guys, I think we have an energy problem. Alright, let's go ahead and figure out what we're actually doing today. Because I haven't actually even mentioned what we're doing. We're working on the PWR, which is over here. And I have a plan for this. I have a plan. The plan is simple. Make power, make energy. And, yeah, can follow on objectives, okay? Follow on objectives. The 2 words. Continue with follow on objectives. Very simple language right there. Easy to understand. Clear and concise, you know? Straight to the point. But we need to make, for the PWR, a few things need to happen at this time. We need to have turbine, big turbine. Maybe? Maybe? Is it the big turbine? Or can I do... This is a question for the test world. Question for the test world. Chernobyl tester 1986. This will help us answer the questions of all time. Oh crap. No, oops, my bad, guys. I didn't mean to cause that to happen. It's a nuclear meltdown gonna happen. Gonna melt down your reactor. If you all have questions, ask, please. Or statements, state them, please. Nice, nice. Yes, good. Steam. Gaming. Experience. Oh wait, that's... Nah! Oh, it's gonna explode. Questions, statements, please put them in the sections. Ah, yes, nice. Does it work? Does it actually work? Oh, it really works. Perfect. Nice. And we're getting how much? 1.72 million HE per second. And I think that's about twice as Zernox. 2 or 3 maybe. It's 3.5 of a Zernox at max power. The best Zernox can produce like 500,000. That's like for pretty much any of the good fuels. So, let's go back to Disneyland, figure out what we're actually doing. So, we can make one of those. That's not bad. And we also need to make coolant, We also need to get rid of all this garbage that's in my inventory. Hot garbage right there. Get rid of it. Throw it right in there. Throw it right in the box. Nice. I like to see a lot of beryllium because it's something that's stupid that I don't want to make. Let's put the PWR stuff in the box. We don't need more PWR stuff. Except we do need a actual PWR output thing. And then we're actually finished with that part. So that would be a good thing to do. It'd behoove us to make this thing and get it done. Steel plate. Oh, it's really simple. It's really, really simple. It's actually quite simple. Perfect. And this box might be full of glass, but it's actually meant for these. Where do these steel ladders come from? Where the heck did I get these? Nice. Perfect. Cool. Oh, hey guys, we need radium. We need to make the radium things too. Radium neutron reflectors. Ooh. No? Are they not called that? Are they just called neutron source? Neutron source has one job. To put the neutrons in the machine. Ah. It's zirconium pants. Super fancy. Nice. It's gonna be fine though, because I think I have enough zirconium splinters to, I don't know. Oh, I have zirconium cubes. It's even better than splinters, dude. Zirconium splinters, 1 ingot is 9 splinters. Splinter Cell. It's a cool game. Do we have radium, though? That's the real questions we need to be asking ourselves. Take a look at all of this zirconium. Super expensive, but it's used in nuclear stuff a lot. I forgot the reason why. I don't remember if it's what property it has that makes it super valuable for that. I don't know if it's that it has a lower friction, which I don't think that's the real reason, or if it's that it can withstand a higher temperature, which I think sounds pretty familiar, but it probably isn't necessarily that, but also acts as a decent moderator. I think that's the most likely reason, is that it acts as a very good neutron moderator in reactors. So like you'll coat, obviously with Chernobyl they had a coating on the fuel rods which was made of zirconium. And neutron moderation is just slowing down the neutrons, so it's pretty simple. You just slow down neutrons so they'll make the fuel get hotter or more active, causes more neutrons to split out of the fuel, so it makes it more effective that way. Where did I put the machine that does it? Oh, here we go. Do it now. Alright, well, once that's done, we're gonna need 3 of those zirconium beryllium things. That might sound stupid and difficult, but let me tell you, it's gonna be fine. I know none of you all want to be here right now, but we have work to do. That is to make the beryllium and the radium together. Nice. They're already together. I gotta do anything. Okay, you see how this part. This part's gonna be fun. You know, we have to wait like at least 2 minutes for all that other stuff to finish. So we're gonna get some heavy nuclear radiation poisoning. Perfect. Give us some time. Nice. Let's see if I want to know if where is it done yet? My zirconium plating. Are you kidding me? It's clogged. Hurry. Hurry. Cast it faster. We don't have time for this. See, we're literally waiting and we're just dying. It's the problem. We're just waiting and dying. Getting radiation poisoning while we wait for this machine to make my fancy plates. I'll call this stuff fancy for now on instead of just zirconium. Yeah, we're gonna turn to British. British mode activate. What do I need to do next? I need the machine pieces. Machine pieces? Do we even have any more of the actual hull? What? Do we not have hull pieces? This is a calamity. How the heck do you not have... It's fine because I have reflectors, but I don't want to use reflect. I have the hull pieces. Brilliant. This will do good. Place that in, place that in. Drop 2 of those on there. And look at that. Now it's got a nice C there. Doesn't have an L anywhere, but I was going to make a joke about it having a nice L right on the front of it or something. Maybe I could make it happen. Just put a nice little L right here. Or right here, even. It's done. Doesn't have an L or C or anything anymore. Nice. Now it will be able to take the hot coolant and do stuff. So now, what I'll do is I'll take a picture of this for the thumbnail. Ooh, it's got nice little effects in there. Nice little particle effects. Nice. Now this will make people watch because they'll be like, what is he doing in Minecraft? What is this man doing in Minecraft? What is he doing? The heck? I don't know. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. I've just got to reset the audio. No. Properties. Reset the audio for the Minecraft. There we go. Also, I need to... Did I even share this? I think I forgot to share it. I think I forgot to post it in my Discord. That's amazing. It belongs in Discord. Enter. No! I gotta change the thumbnail now too. Change the thumbnail now. Hey, can you start playing HBM Survival again? I love that comment. I just love it. Literally asking me, which is I mean, yeah, I get it, but still, it's kind of rude in my opinion. It's just I don't even know you, and you're asking me to HBM. Okay, I'm good. Let's go back to it. So we're finishing up on the PWR, which is amazing. Finish that piece. We need to now set up a heat exchanger. I guess would be the next step, the fluid heat exchanger. So that's probably the next easy step. You could do the next hard step, which is the industrial steam turbine. I don't want to spend time on that right now. This time, I don't want to make an industrial steam turbine. Thank you. There we go. Finished on that. Let's see. In other words, let's take a look. Where's my fluid heat exchanger? Where is it? I don't think it's even in there. Heat exchanger. Heat. HBeat. HBeat. Nuclear food mod. Is there an RTG heater yet? Oh, this is not hard to make. It just needs 4 rubber. That's why I thought it was hard, because it's always like, well, I want to make this, but it's... Oh, wait, I need rubber? That's not a problem, but like that's just what I'm saying. It's like, I'm always in like the early ages of the industrial complex, and I'll be like, well, I need rubber for this. I don't have rubber, and I don't have a lot of it, or I don't have a lot of it. Really, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. We'll just count out 16. I can do it in my head, so you all won't have to hear me. And then we'll count out 12. I'm pretty sure 9 actually works. Pipe. 1, 2, 3. Ah, I missed it. I should have counted out loud. You know, I wouldn't have missed it if I counted out loud, dude. Would not have missed it. Counting out loud makes everything easy. Heat exchanger. Cool. And then this right here will be the most important piece of the nuclear power plant, because this will change everything. See, either I route heat to this thing, or I'm gonna be like, hey, switch the heat to that thing. Does that reactor work water and steam output and fuel like the RBMK? This has 2 loops. So one does coolant, and then you have to run the coolant into the a heat exchanger to make steam. So it's a little different from the RBMK where you just get steam straight away. The good thing, though, is that this will be able to supply my new machining room over here with all of the machinery stuff. It's going to be the reason I made this is for that reason. So I can be able to be like, hey, I need to make some cast steel plates today or something like that. I need like 256 of them, right? Let's say I need 256 cast steel plates. So the coolant from this, I could just reroute to go to those heat exchangers and power a crucible with. So like that's why this is a great reactor. It's pretty powerful for that, and it might be a little too much for that. I mean, I don't think people use it for that, but I use it for that. So that's why I like it, because it's great. It's stable, I would say, compared to the RBMK. There's literally almost no math with this thing. I think there might be some math, but usually the HBM math, you can just put it in a calculator and it should just give you like a function. A graphing thing. There's like all kinds of big math words I don't really understand that well, like logarithmic, stuff like that. Logarithmic. I know it means something. I'm just trying to think of the meaning. I could just Google it. That'd be the answer to my question to make me smarter. You know, I'll get smarter today. I'll go Google what is logarithmic. Logarithmic? Ah, yes. Logarithmic describes something pertaining to a logarithm. So it occurs more frequently as it occurs. It's like that AI chart. So like when people show that chart of how fast AI will take over the world. It's like that thing. So it's basically an inverse exponential decay. It's basically like instead of an exponential decay, it's an exponential incline, I think, according to that graph. So it occurs more the high, let's say we have a graph with time and how often something occurs. The longer in time that it occurs, the more often it will occur. Boom. Pretty simple. So like a square root. Square root is different though. Wouldn't a square root just be like a line? Pretty sure it's a line on a graphing calculator. Why are we talking about math when we need to focus on the industrial turbine? Next task is industrial steam turbine. I get distracted too much. You guys can't let me do that. Gotta hold me accountable. Industrial steam turbine. Cool. This is gonna be easy. We're just gonna go piece by piece. Hold on 5 seconds. I have the pieces. Yes. Cool. Look at that. It's already done. 1 piece is done. 2 piece is done. 3 piece. We can skip 3 and go straight to 6 for now. I want to find my wire cast. I don't want to have to, oh no. Is the thing still running? It doesn't need to be running. I might have just burned out our actual unsaturated hydrocarbon reserve. So if we need to have power, we're pretty much... Jesus. We're doomed. We are doomed at this time. See, all of the unsaturated hydrocarbons are on. It means we must pray to Jesus that I am able to complete the reactor without using 6 billion gigawatts of energy or something. That'd be absurd. Just run across all of the machines for the oil processing. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, you know what? I need to make wires, so let's just run back around them so we can run across them again. Why do I keep this on this side and all my storage on this side? Why can't I just keep it all in one spot? This makes 0 sense. You know how much time I spend running back and forth? I am dumb for setting up my stuff like this. Hurry and make it faster. Hopefully it doesn't consume a lot of energy to do this. I'm pretty sure it consumes a lot more than copper wires. So there's that. So, I think I explained the PWR, but if I didn't explain it good enough, in other words, it takes coolant in and gives you hot coolant out, which means you need to have a heat exchanger to take coolant in and hot coolant out to heat up a boiler. So if I did not explain it good enough earlier, that is the explanation that makes the most sense. It should be like the easiest to understand. Alright, we have these done. Titanium. Do we have titanium? Alright, now the math for this, I believe, 2 per 2. So basically a 1-to-1 ratio. Okay. 2 per 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll just make 24. 24 is the numbers of all time. I like math. I'm not very good at math, obviously, sometimes. But it's fine. We have all day to do math. Good. It's functioning. It will work. Oh, yes, we're getting to the fun stuff. It's time to go smelt all this flint into glorious waffles, but we'll get into those in a second. For Belgium. We need to put for Belgium in chat. We are making waffles for Belgium at this time. Circuitry simulator. That's interesting, because they've been in the game the entire time I've played it, so it's interesting that you did not have them. It just means you've played for before I even started playing. Fascinating. No, it's changed so much. He updates it every day. He's making the game he's making the mod awesome every day, I feel like. Sometimes it's not so awesome. Sometimes this happens. The industrial generator gets kicked out of existence. And it made me upset because I loved it. It was the best generator in the mod. You could produce like 5 billion energy from like 1 heating oil. It was amazing. Now it's all gone. And then he nerfed it. I think he nerfed it, and then he said, Nah, I can't let them have this anymore. I can't let them have this. Get rid of it. In the famous words of Bogdanov, Dumpit. This is what happens. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9. I just need 9. But I have plenty of those. I can make all of it. High speed steel. So high speed steel, man. Then pipe. 1, 2, 3. Hey, look at that. It's almost as if I'm the nuclear engineer of all time. At this time. We're gonna try something new today called I'm gonna make batteries. I'm gonna make them now. Maybe. Actually, there's ideas and they're amazing. This is the trailer for batteries right here. Actually, that'd be a great idea to make a trailer for batteries. Could do that for real. Batteries in HBM mod. Coming next Tuesday. Okay. How much does it need? Ah, I missed a pipe. A single pipe. Oh, you never found this stuff? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it just didn't exist yet. Or was it in the game and then you didn't find it? So is that what you're saying? Or is it the other way around where it's you didn't find it, but it also wasn't in NEI or any of the menus or anything? Batteries next Tuesday. This man made batteries. I don't know. I don't know how I'd do that. How to make the trailer. How to make the trailer of batteries. Coming second Tuesday of next week. That would definitely be how I would start it off. Second Tuesday of next week. Perfect. That way, it never actually technically exists. My favorite expression is the second Tuesday of next week. It's always been my favorite expression to say. I've used it in a lot of different scenarios. Oh, you didn't find it in mass. All right. Oh, this is going to be fun to figure out how I'm going to get this thing to fit in this tiny little space. At least it's not a Leviathan steam turbine. You know how giant those are? Leviathan steam. That would be a pain and a mess. Yeah, I think they've existed the entirety of the mod, but I haven't been around playing the mod since its inception, and I've met people who've played it for longer, and they've said said stuff about like how it used to be like. I don't even remember. It wasn't necessarily about titanium or aluminum not existing, but there's a lot of stuff that's changed since I started playing, so to think that there's been people who've played it before me, and like even seeing the old 112 versions that I used to play on back when I first started, it was like, wow, all of this just felt like really archaic. Like all of those felt archaic. It was like old stuff. Now it's just getting new every day. So the change is massive. What do we need to do? What are we needing to do? What should I be doing? What should I be working on? These are the questions we must ask ourselves to get the answers. I think I'm going to put the turbine Which I probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna put it under the ground. We're gonna give this building a basement because this is not enough space to build a power plant. I need 2 chunks at least. I mean, we're building a micro power plant at this point, so it's gonna be hard to fit what I need to fit in here. I'm gonna grab some materials so we can build a basement level, and from there, we'll see what we need to do. Wonder if we can make some nice little stone bricks out of cobblestone. I bet we can. Yeah, we can probably figure it out. We can probably get the... Whoa. Hold on 1 second. I can make space cobblestone? This is uncalled for. Yeah, that is true. As long as the files are out there, we can always just go back and play old versions and stuff. And they will most likely always be out there, especially with it being HBM open source stuff. Almost. I don't know what it's called. AoE 1, flat AoE 2. Nice. Just what I need to excavate all this dirt so I can build the basement. The basement I don't really want to build. See, the reason I hate basements in nuclear power plants is because you end up with the elephant's foot. What does that mean? If something bad happens, all the stuff underneath it's going to melt. So you better not have anything too darn expensive under there, or you're going to be paying for it later. In time expended on, oh, I need to rebuild this piece, and this piece. But the good thing is I'm finding pipes like this that shouldn't even be underneath of it. Because this is the old oil setup. We're just, hey guys, I hate oil now, so I'm gonna just place a nuclear power plant where my oil used to be. That is some insane logic right there. I do enjoy the build though. Like, what I like is that you can have a building, and like if you did a cutout of the building, it would look so cool. Like if you have like multiple floors, like hundreds of rooms and things, and it's like, wow, look at this. This guy's building right here. He's crafting. Give me some silk touch on this thing. Oh, it doesn't have silk touch? Crazy. It's crazy. It's okay. We got time. Switch it to AoE 1. Nice. Just excavate everything out of here. Get it all out of the way. Perfect. What's going to be a mess is the piping, I think. The piping is going to go through either the floor or the roof. I think I got to fit it in the roof. That is atypical from my normal pattern, is to put stuff in the roof. I never pipe through the roof, but if I make the roof 3 blocks thick, I will have enough space to put it in there. That'd be really fascinating to do. I've never done that before. Put pipes in the roof. Dedicate the roof for piping. That'd be crazy. Alright, give me some silk touch on this thing. Give me some silk touch. Flat AoE. Get it silk touch now. Just give me some flat AoE. Just reduce it down so it's not too big. So we can tear out a hole in the wall. This will be for the hopefully never to be destroyed reactor. And I think the way we prevent it from getting, like, if a nuclear meltdown happens, right? all of the nuclear hot sauce and destruction gets shot through the floor, burning a hole. Okay, so you either have two options. A, you have blocks that go around it to keep it condensed. But what I think usually happens is, oh, hey, there's blocks here. Let's go ahead and extend out. So the way that you would avoid that to prevent something like that from happening is to have this a few blocks away. That's the first step, obviously. Like, nowhere near the bottom of the reactor. Under the reactor is the dumbest place to put it. The other thing is to make sure that it is, what do I say? Make sure that there's air under the reactor, so it just spits it right into the air, because it kind of works like water in a sense. If you just leave like a massive amount of space for it to do what it wants to do, it's gonna do it. So don't leave it that opportunity. Okay, it behooves us to not do so. Try to make a wall that actually looks textured today. I'm in the mood. I think we're going about it all wrong. We need to make a metro, not bricks. There should be no bricks in our metro, only tile. That's gonna be weird. No bricks and only tile. It's cool. I got it. There's two types of French cobblestone? What the heck? We're building coward stone? Coward cobblestone, guys. Coward cobble. They're the same. They're quite literally actually the same. There's no difference between cobblestone A and cobblestone B texture. It's not just about placing them in there. It's about placing them in there and making it look good. I like sometimes they have the texture variations that are nice. But then there's times like this, and there's like barely any variations in the textures. I think some of the blocks have the texture variations and others don't. And it's sad. It makes me so sad. Because the French cobblestone could have a nice little texture to it and not just look stupid. But alas, I am not the designer of chisel, so I don't get to say that. Could look gooder, probably. I could say it. It could look a lot better if they decided to do this, but they'll never change it because it's so old. It'll never change unless I just took chisel and made the textures myself. Here's the code that makes it random textures. Here is the textures that it can choose from. It probably wouldn't be that difficult, but then I don't know Java, so it'd be extremely difficult. Hey, would you like to watch a man struggle learning Java code? Oh no. Java TM SE platform binary. We need to call a void. We need a void right here. Let's call our method function. Computer programming jargon that makes my head hurt. Alright, we need to put a if then statement here. If this, then that. If this and this, then that. I can understand if and then that. But then you're adding all this stuff like method. What does that even mean? A method? Like what? What do you mean a method? Method. I'm trying to comprehend. But I'm pretty sure I understand what it is, kind of. It's almost like... This might be wrong, but from my experience, I'm pretty sure it's almost like a function, which is basically your own code that you write. That you can be like, hey, reference this code for this. And then it's like, okay. Computer magic. Boom. Simple, right? So, I made it simple, right? Was that simple enough for everybody? Everybody on the same page? That's what it's almost like? Alright, and remember, for claustrophobia's sake, all metros must be claustrophobic. I mean, the metro is not claustrophobic. It must have enough space to give you claustrophobia. To include dirt in the wall. We need to include dirt in the wall. That's for sure. Yeah, look at that. Boom! It's almost as if it was not meant to be like that. And it all fades to dirt. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, 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 ding. Like, it doesn't, that does not work at all. It does not work to go to straight to dirt. I don't understand why you have to have so many French cobblestone textures when you need to have more of these cobblestone textures. Damaged cobblestone textures, dude. That's where it's at. Gotta be cooking with gasoline with that one. Unfortunately, I believe I'm going to place the turbine right there. Okay, that leaves enough space for... Yeah, it would leave enough space to have a setup for that. Yes, it would. Okay. Cool! Cool. It's all good. It's all good. Then it's just about figuring out how the heck I'm going to do the switching on this thing. So I can be like, hey, we need to have hot coolant going to the crucible now. Switch. We can do that. We'll figure that out. For now, let's just go ahead and... That part's easy. That part's literally so easy. I could just have the switch down here and be like, flip it. Boom. Boom. Swap between it. It just means I need to have the hot coolant go to a different place. Then go to a different heat exchanger, come back. So all I need is a hot coolant swapper. Or something to swap the hot coolant and not the Not necessarily needing the cool coolant to be swapped, because then it would be weird. And then for this, like I said, just leave air between it, so that way there's no chance of it doing nuclear dumbness and creating a giant block of corium that goes straight through all of your valuable items. Boom! Oh, I did not mean to do that. That's a little bit too far for my liking. Just hit another one right here. Boom! Nuclear goodness mod. Nice. That is the first step. The second step is now to extend all the way to this side. We will now set up the nuclear power plant. Ah, that doesn't need to go there. Extend all, what am I saying? We're going to set up the nuclear. Sometimes I don't even know the words that are coming out of my mouth. It's like half the time. I should pay more attention. I should pay more attention to it. The words I'm saying. They sound insane. And this is why I hate doing textured walls and stuff. Because the second you start texturing things, you know what happens? You know what happens? You're gonna be like, well, I have 4 of these, 8 of these, 4 of these. Oh my gosh, I've been using these so little. I need to use more of them. I need to do more of them. Ah, perfect. Should be good. There's this guy. He makes videos. And he's like making fun of like people who are like, what's the word? They think super high up of themselves. Like they're like, he does like table manners and stuff, and it's like he's just making fun of them. It's great. Justice. Doing the table manner people justice. What are we doing for the floor? Is the floor gonna just be wood? Yes, let's put wood in my nuclear power plant, guys. Let's make the floor nuclear wood. Okay, it wouldn't be nuclear wood, but it'd be something. It'd be wood. We could do pink wood planks if I can find a pink log. Or make some. The pink log is now sad and useless. Thank you, HBM. You made my pink wood sad and useless. Ever since you changed Space Gerald. It's crazy. Oh, he has a solar eclipse. Beautiful. Most beautiful thing I've seen like 2,000 times. You know, with block options like this, you have the potential to build a beautiful floor. Except I'm just gonna build one single giant plane of bricks. Giant plane of bricks, okay? It's the Great Plane of Sadness. We're gonna put up some fences to keep certain organizations happy. No, we're not. No safety at all. Okay, safety last. Doesn't matter. We don't need to worry. We don't need to worry. Nobody will get hurt. See, it's user error if somebody gets hurt. Yeah, that's the problem. User error. So we'll just make a floor like this, make it all nice and great, and then we'll do another section. Just have a nice little fence around that. It should be pretty nice. Wooden stairs because they don't have enough money for metal ones at this nuclear power plant. This is like, this is dumb on so many levels now. Oh, the most expensive power production setup doesn't have enough. The company that runs it doesn't have enough money to actually put in real stairs. They're using wood ones. Absolutely brilliant. This meets the criteria for beans on toast. Oh, I'm kind of bad at math, but something tells me if I have a staircase that goes straight into a wall, it's not really a good staircase. It sounds like you fall down the stairs and instead of hitting the floor, you fall right into a wall. That's not what's supposed to happen. It's supposed to be you fall straight into the floor. That is the best, the most funniest thing I've ever done. One time I fell down the stairs carrying a machine gun. Just all the way down to the bottom. All the way to the bottom. I was like, oh crap, oh crap. See, I was either going to go down and hit my back on the way down, or I was just going to go face first, so I chose face first. It was a smart decision, that one. Because, see, I would rather be going face first than going the other way around. Back, like I don't want to break my back, you know, it's stupid. That'd be stupid to do. Be like, oh crap, my back. Holy crap. It's a catastrophe. It's a calamity in the case of Terraria. Hey, you know what? Let's get rid of this. Okay, we're doing an open floor. Okay, see, I am the master of home design, and I'm telling you guys, we're doing an open floor plan. That sounds like something, but I am not sure what it sounds like. It sounds like something a floor plan, something from work. I don't know what that'd be. That doesn't, okay, it sounds kind of like something, but it's not actually something. A floor plan. Where have I heard those words? Heard them somewhere. I have no idea. It's those home remastering TV shows, except instead it's nuclear power plant building TV show. Alright guys, welcome back to HBM's Nuclear Fixer Upper. And today, we've got a huge challenge ahead of us. We have to fix up this pressurized water reactor plant, so we can make the 3 Mile Island disaster happen in Minecraft. Okay, guys? Yo, what's up? I haven't visited your streams in a while. I haven't done much streams in a while. I've been, I've just been kind of like, what is the word? Apathetic towards it. Been like, I don't know if I want to stream today. So that's what I've been up to, for the most part. But also, we started working on the PWR, which is cool for cool guys like me who want nuclear Chernobyl to happen to them. Except it's not going to be nuclear Chernobyl because this thing is stable. And it's not at RBMK. At least we can make it look pretty. That's the good thing. Good thing is it's going to look pretty good. Other than that, though, not too sure. What the heck? Give me some textures that look nice. Jesus. There we go. Boom. That's done. It looks okay. I'm an architectural engineer. I make things that look pretty and not actually functional. Ha 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 ha. In reality, I'm like the opposite. I'm more like a guerrilla engineer. Come up with, let me just rub two ideas together and then boom, all of a sudden I have some weird contraption that somehow kind of accomplishes the goal, but not necessarily all the way that I need it to. And I'll just refine it until I have what I'm looking for. Usually it's something that is made of 550 cord and a lot of good hope. Be like, oh yeah, let me just do this. Oh, hey, let me do this one. What do I mean? Let me come up with a way to... I don't even know. I can't even think of a good example. I mean, obviously there's plenty of examples of things that I've come up with. Bungee cords, 550 cord, and a little bit of brain power can get you a long way. Not only that, but just being a genius gets you a long way. Come up with some interesting ideas. Well, I like playing Door Kickers 2 lately. Been playing a lot of Door Kickers 2. Because I've been playing Door Kickers 2 with mods. Just yesterday I completed the entirety of the... What the heck? But I completed completed several campaigns with, what are they called? I don't even remember. It's a special mod. Very special mod. Is this good? Does that look good? Does that look good? Dang it. Not okay. Give me 2 of these. Whoosh. That looks a lot better. I like that. It's nice and supported. Looks like it actually is architecturally pleasing. Then you look over here and you're like, oh, what the heck? It's not even aligned with the door. It's okay, we'll fix it. I know how to fix this. Just take my power drill and go, and then it's done. It's good. Fixed. Problem solvified. In the wise words of myself. Problem solved-imacated. You know, it's not actually perfect. It's not perfect yet. It has to be made perfect. Otherwise, it's unacceptable. It's fine. It's fine. See how it is. See how it is. Just leave one of those right there. Just a little Easter egg. Wait, what? They are different. I had no clue. How about I do it the other way around? What the heck is that? What are we building? Some kind of rich person house? No. We are building nuclear industrial power plants to solve the world's energy crisis. AKA, I have no energy, give me electricity, please. It's gonna be our electrical power plant, okay? It's our nuclear power plant. Time to do the next step. So we've got that. Okay, we've got that. The turbine is now installed. The basement is now under production. It's time to add in railing because remember what I said. We don't need any safety hazards. Okay, we don't need anybody dying, falling off a cliff inside of my power. Not even a cliff, just a sharp drop. So that's why we're gonna have to come up with a material that looks decent to make railing out of. So I'm probably just gonna use this because it's right here. And hey, I haven't used this for anything, so let's go ahead and figure it out. Okay, let's make it look nice. Let's get some plain balustrade. You mean a rail, aka no safety complaints in this wonderful production plant. I should not have any safety complaints from any of my employees. Where do I want to have... I can't really have a... unless I do this like a curve. Here we go again. Redesigning the entire floor. Sneezing to death. Well, well, well. Who is this? State your identity. No, please don't. Please don't state your identity. I don't need to know. I have no lag, so it's probably the stream. It wouldn't be surprising because lately the internet I've had is being really stupid. But thankfully it's working right now, so that's good. Because lately it's been really stupid. Not just stupid. It's been really stupid lately. It's been acting up. It's been like want to stream and then boom, crash. Internet crash. Bang. Oh, I haven't even lost any frames this stream, which is odd. It is what it is. It's just is how it is. You guys know the Pythagorean theorem, right? Okay, so if a squared plus b squared equals c squared, then that means this probably has less or something. I don't know. I don't know how the math works on this, but something interesting happened to where it's using less of these on this line. Whereas if it goes this way, it uses... I can see that it would use more. Well, the length of this line is 1, 2, 3. The length of this line is 1, 2, 3. That means the length of this line is going to be equal because it's 3. Because... I'm trying to wrap my head around this. But, it's a perfect 90, so that means all sides must be equal. I think that sounds like something in geometry. Sounds pretty familiar, I'm gonna be honest. I don't carve those. You don't carve schist bricks, you just use them. Alright, the one place there's gonna be no railing is gonna be right here because they don't have diagonal railing available at this time. So, unfortunately, for any safety enthusiasts who may exist out there, this place is going to have a safety hazard right there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all the sides of a triangle in a perfect 90-degree triangle are going to be equal. Actually, shouldn't all the lengths be equal? Well, no, not necessarily. See, if I have a triangle that's shaped like this. Well, now this is interesting. See, now I have this. Weird geometry. I hate geometry. It's not even a triangle anymore. It's a squiggly line. The triangle needs to have this piece equal the rest of it too. Like this is a triangle right here. This would be annoying. Annoying to triangle. Triangle. See now I have one side that's stupid, another side that's dumb, and all of them are annoying. You can place fences, but that's why I'm not gonna do it. See that this is fine. This will be okay. I just want to have a nice little open hole in the floor for some reason. But I will say it's looking a lot better than it would look normally if I built it normally. So there's that. One thing. We can have the power go here. And then how are we going to get the piping to it? It's the question of all time at this time. I would probably just pipe through here. Right there. Or make a staircase down. We have a staircase down. It's made of wood. I get that it's not real stairs because it's made of wood. But we don't have the finances to get real stairs in this nuclear power plant. It's not on the budget for our power plant, okay? Our power plant. It's not on the budget. No. The budget is 0. A massive 0 for the budget. Budget cuts? The nuclear industry? Nah, non-existent. Not real. I need to have a support here too now. Because I like to make things that look okay. And at this time, I now have a pretty nice looking little hole in the thing where I can see my turbine. And also don't have to have it on the same layer. Which really doesn't... This defeats the purpose of having a basement. I'm pretty sure it defeats the purpose of having a basement. The whole point was to have extra space. No, we don't even have extra space. What the heck? Also, can make this thing look and actually be functional, okay? Not just, oh, hey, we need to have this like this. We could do it in other ways. We can do it in ways that make sense. Okay? You understand the words of me mouth. Put it on the rear. Why? You will find out why when I set up 10 crucibles in here. I need to have a switching mechanism, okay? There's not even enough space for 10 crucibles, so I'm not even sure how that's gonna work. We're just gonna make it. We're gonna make it happen. It's gonna be GTH because of the blocks. The way this build looks is starting to become. This architecture craft mod is from literally in GTH. That's why it's starting to look GTH. We're gonna start adding round things to things. We're gonna make things futuristic with a giant light show called what are they called? Anti-block. We're gonna start using anti-blocks in my build. Yeah, GTH. Not a bad idea. Ooh. Look at that glowstone. We could could totally do that if I really wanted to. I actually did have one series where I tried to build something like that. I just don't really get into that building style. It's not me. It's not who I am. It's not who I really am. No. I'm building the People's Republic of HBM mod right here. That's what I'm busy doing. We can't be making things that look all futuristic because it's not in the budget. Budget power plant. I mean, they do have budgets, but I don't think it's gonna be like, all right, well, we don't have enough money for. We need $5,000 budget on the power plant, guys. So, no more stairs, no more computers, no more safety systems. Okay, it's okay. It'll be fine. It's all part of the plan. Oh, hey, since we don't have the budget, we're not even gonna have coolant for the reactor. Oh, hey, forgot to mention, we don't have the budget for it, so, we're not gonna have fuel rods for the reactor. That one is amazing. That one's just great. What even is the point? What even is the point? Hey, we don't have the budget. We're not able to make a cooling tower. What? It's not even real. Give me a flow gauge valve. I want to have one so it looks cool. Is this for energy? Thank goodness it's not. Otherwise it'd be... Okay, I don't know what happened. It'd be sad if I didn't have it. HBM's nuclear swimming pool. Things get wild in these videos. Things get out of hand. Oh, I only need 4. That's brilliant. It's jolly good. It's dandy. We need the beans on toast blocks for the floor. That'd be an interesting texture pack, is where you have beans on toast blocks, Union Jacks. I think that's what they call their flag. The Britain mod, or Britain texture pack. Everything would get really stupid. Or, in other words, stupid. Hello, Mr. Machine Gun, please don't shoot me today. I'm just here to rob your base of bricks. I hope you don't mind. Asking for permission to steal your bricks at this time. Very well, go ahead. The way you get a nice, gigantic vocabulary is just by reading or listening to me talk. I have the world's largest vocabulary. Some may say it's huge, ginormous, or even enormous. All those words. No, I don't have the world's largest vocabulary. You know, there's all these like stupid words you can learn to make your vocabulary big, but like if you really want to get your vocabulary big, you just need to find the words that aren't stupid. Like you need to find words like, let me try to think of some good ones. Arbitrary. I'm not sure how I'm going to use that one in a sentence, but I've used it before. I know for a fact I've used that word before. It's super huge. It has a meaning. I just know how to use it, but I don't really care about the meaning. Like, I could explain what it means. Arbitrarily this. I don't know. I don't remember. But I've used it. Oh, that scared me. I've used it before. So I know that much. Doesn't matter the meaning. You know, that's the funny thing. I don't even know the meaning of the words I use. I just use words. I could try to explain it, but I would need to. I don't even know. If somebody said it in a sentence and I had to explain it to somebody who didn't know what the word means, I could explain what the meaning of the sentence is. Oh yeah, because you're saying this. How much do I need of this? I need like 64. Ah, perfect. Good. It looks like I have 128 for no reason. Yes. Absolutely outstanding. Let's get the heck out of here. Go, go, go. I don't want to get stuck in the barbed wire or all my stuff will get disintegrated into sadness. Nice big yawn. Get the heck out of here. That's what we're doing. We could actually start working on space travel, but I'm just choosing not to. Actually, yeah, that's literally what's happening. Choosing not to work on space travel for the sake of doing so, guys. Space travel is a choice, and I'm choosing not to. What are we gonna do? Go to Mars and nuke it? We could totally do it. Let's do it. For the sake of doing it. Let's be productive with our plans. Let's go to Mars and just build a giant nuke. Turn it into dust. I think it's already pretty much dust. I mean, I don't think it needs to become more dusty than it is. It's okay. It's all part of the plan. A good book to read if you want to get good at like understanding like leadership principles and things is called The Art of War. It's actually what the book is pretty much about. It's about troop leading and how it was done back in the what is it? Ancient China. It's pretty good. Pretty good book. Talks about all kinds of things. Talks about using fire in war, which you need to know the direction. Like back then, like there was not as much aspects to think about, but similarly to fire, you have like chemical warfare, where it's like, oh, I have to think of the direction of the wind because that's where it's going to go. Like, you see, it still kind of can be applied to a lot of things, but that's more of even talks about like the field craft side of things, where you can be like, you can know that somebody is somewhere based on the wildlife. You can be like, well, I just saw a deer jump out of those bushes there. He must have saw something behind him, or something like that. Like, a lot of good examples of obscure things you don't really think of. I like obscure things you don't really think of, because I think of most of the obscure things. I like to be an out-of-the-box thinker, but it's really not super useful, necessarily. Nobody has ever asked me to provide my out-of-the-box thinking. Provide some out-of-the-box thinking. Okay. But at the same time, I might not have the solution. If I have the solution and it's magically in my head, boom, could use it. A good moral compass. It's one of the things that sticks out to me about that book. It's like one of the quotes, I would say. He talks about the moral compass, like ethics, like knowing what your troops like need or want, or like how to take care of your troops, pretty much. Because at the end of the day, you see, if you do not take good care of the guys who do the fighting, then they won't be there when you need them to fight. It's the most important aspect, I would say, is making that like happen, like making sure that, you know. But it talks about like an undisciplined army is like not effective. Like it's, there's a lot of examples out there, but like I think of like a lot of like, if you see old footage of like Russia fighting and stuff from like the, I don't know, like the 80s or like even today, you can see like they're not the most disciplined, especially when it comes to like how they act and stuff. It's probably why they're not winning. Or at least from what I've heard, not winning. But I don't know, because I don't really keep up with it. And, well, I probably should care more to keep up with it. I just don't, it doesn't really appeal that much. I just watched like little things. I'm like, oh, I was watching something about a pipeline attack, and they went under the ground to do an attack at the same time as some other attacks. And it was very interesting. Mainly what I like to learn about them is like their doctrine and stuff. They got some nice, interesting stuff in there. Very intuitive movement, stuff like that. But like I've seen videos from like the 1980s. That's like Soviet Union era stuff, but still has some validity in like an urban environment. You could have your guys behind a vehicle walking, or, I mean, you know, because the vehicle's able to take more bullets than a guy can, so like you can get your guys to the buildings by having them walk behind the vehicle and use it as cover. They can still shoot around from behind the vehicle, you know? It's not, like, that's some pretty smart stuff. Smart tactics right there. But if I had to be in the position of a leader and like do things, like I would not do it by the book. I'd be like, all right, so here's the plan. I mean, I would use some of the book. There's a book on it. There's a literal guide to how to do it, how to come up with the stuff, or how to make the stuff you need to actually do it well. Like there's things that you need to think of when you do stuff like that you don't really necessarily think of all the time. Like it's good to have the book so you can be like, oh, well, I didn't think that I need to do this, so I need to actually take care of this. It's just a good reminder, really. But you can look at other nations and be like, well, I like how they do this. Maybe let's take this, let's take that, take a little bit of this and that. See how this works. Give it a good test so we can figure out if it's actually decent. So let's see. So we have that. I need the condensation tower. I think I might have iron bars in here. I don't know. We'll continue talking about stuff, about books and things. Smart stuff. 9 iron. Nah. But essentially, like, you can look at what they're doing and you'll see, like, some of the things they do aren't necessarily the most disciplined things, and that goes back into what the Art of War says about, like, having discipline but not too much. Like, disciplining your troops, but if they are too disciplined, it's bad. Like, because you can be very strict, or you could be the opposite, where it's, like, too relaxed. Too relaxed leads to too little discipline, but too strict leads to poor, like, morale. So, like, you have to keep those in mind, I feel like. Super interesting stuff. That's, like, one of the things that stuck out to me. Oh, I need 128? That's where the 128 magic number came from. Ha ha ha. Wow. Beautiful. Nice. Okay, well now we have this. And I just need some iron. Terrain. He talks about terrain in one of the sections. I actually could go get out a copy of his book. I'm just referencing this from memory at this time. Because I do not feel like trying to go find where I put the book at. Because I have the book. I have 2 copies of the book even. One of them's tinier than the other. The difference is one is what I got for, it was a gift to me. And then the other one was actually not a gift. The other one is one I bought. I was like, oh cool, I want another copy of this because it's cool to have books. Books make you look smart, but also I read books too. Because if you want to be smart, you need to read. The smarter you are, the more books you've read. You gotta think of other good books to read about that, but I don't really know good books to read for, like, you know, knowing about like all kinds of different things. There's a lot of books out there. I have one on small unit tactics, got one on guerrilla warfare, got all kinds of books, but those are more like manuals. Like, they don't really read like the Art of War does. The Art of War is literally just ancient Chinese. It's got a different vibe to it. Alright, it's time to set up the piping. So we have our low pressure steam goes through this pipe. No! Not aromatic hydrocarbons. It'd be nice if it was, but no. No. Water. Steam. Okay, we're actually making progress today. Huge progress today, guys. Huge. It's massive. But it is battery time, and it's time to figure out how to make a battery machine that can solve my problems of the energy crisis. So without further ado, let's get started with today's 2015 XDDD video. It's gonna be amazing. It'll be good. I will figure out how to make the battery setup, but that's gonna require a lot of brain processing power. The reason I say that is that it's literally gonna be, how do I do this? Well, how do I do that? Oh my gosh, so much brain pain in the pain train. Too much mental brain power being consumed to think of probably something that's gonna be really simple. When battery have no charge, insert battery. Call for insert battery. When battery do have charge, do not call for insert battery. Okay, so what we're gonna do to make it not look too dumb, but to also make it look completed. All right, this is simple. Too simple. We're gonna put a roof right here. Boom, 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 boom. Going to have this go like this, so it wraps around. That section can be short. I don't really care. That's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have 2 layers of roof, and yeah, twice the roof I need it to be. Probably need to do this so it has the actual type of bricks it needs. Probably should do it that way so it doesn't look stupid. We can do another section of wooden stairs to go up to the roof. Ah, crap. I just melted the pillar. What the Jesus? It doesn't look bad. This looks like it could be a decent build. Looks like it is probably the decent build of all time. Albeit made of schist bricks, but... schist bricks are not a bad option. If you're trying to make a build of all time, I would say they're absolutely functional and acceptable. All that matters is function. No need to focus on form when it can function. We might actually finish the... I'm not gonna say this. I'm not gonna say that. We might actually finish the build in today's episode as well. We might finish the entirety of this nuclear reactor build and the actual building itself. That would be shocking. We'd never do that. You know what happens? We go... We do a project. And 2 weeks later, it still has no roof. Or, in the case of this building, 2 months later, and it doesn't even have a roof. How do we fail at putting a roof on a building? This is some insanity. This is okay. Let's go ahead and vein miner enabled. Let's go grab some schists. So we have the actual reactor loop done. Let's go ahead and focus on the battery loop actually. Let's not go get schist until we have the battery loop figured out. So there's this wonderful thing called little tiny batteries. Let's go ahead and type it in so I can give you all an example. Battery. Boom. Lithium ion. Look, it stores 250,000. Tritium, 1 million. Oh, these aren't as good as I thought they'd be. I don't really think there's much value in trying to use those for energy. However, sell. Now this is something. Okay, these exist. Do I use them? Not really. 12 million HE. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. That would be dumb to do. We just need to make more niobium. What is this? We need to get bedrock ore. That's what we need to do. Okay. So we'll get bedrock ore next stream, I hope. Because we've just been absolutely dry on niobium for the longest time. Either we need to get niobium dust from tantalum, or we need to get more niobium from some other source. We could just go to the end. But I don't want to. Where can I get this? Acidized minerals, mineral dust, clean we need to go to space. We need to go to space. That's what we need to do. Because we don't have any way of making, like, good power storage or anything. Like, we're stuck with one niobium capacitor. That's all I have. Usually, I have, like, 6,000 of them. But also, that's because in most of my playthroughs, I just drill this stuff right out of the ground and then smelt it right away. Dang it. Super sad. Super duper sad. This is just, you can just, oh, okay, you can make niobium crystals. Hafnium. What? What is this used in? Oh, okay. That's a neat way of doing microchips. It's like RegTech. It's like upgrade. Upgrade one microchip. It's a lot less expensive this way, though. I tell you, that's like half the Greg it needs to be. What about lithium? Because we could just make power cells. We'll take apart... Okay, hear me out. We'll use these capacitors in here. Right, these are valuable for one thing. Becoming the next power plant. Because they really don't have much use. So we'll set these up. Then we'll have a massive stack of power cells over there. AKA these power storage blocks. It should be what I need it to be, which is power. Energy, power, storage, all the same. Ha ha ha. There's no difference between power and energy, guys. Actually, sounds like there probably is a difference. There's probably a difference between power and energy. I mean, you have horsepower, and then you have energy. You know, like energy versus power. Power, I guess, must be a quantity of how much energy something does to do something. Or is that work? That's work. Because I remember watts being the measurement for work. Or something. And joules were the measurement for something else? Yeah, who knows? Energy in joules. Joules of kinetic energy. I mean, energy is just energy. It doesn't matter. There's no difference. There's no difference. Alright. We're gonna do this nice and easy, okay? Gonna do it nice and easy. Gonna hook this up here. Gonna go around here. Gonna do this. Oh, I did not mean to do that. What I meant to do is something like this. Gonna make a nice little U shape in the ground. Actually, we can make the full ring. No, we can't, because then it's gonna go through the wall and it's gonna look ugly. Oh my gosh. It's gonna look so ugly. It's okay. It's okay. It doesn't need to look pretty. It needs to be functional. Remember that. Function over form. Just needs to work. If it can do its work, it's gonna be good. Give me one of these. Need to add these into the wall. There we go. It looks much better. Much better. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Apparently I have too many of these. This is fun. Oh, hey, we could probably also do more on that wall, but still. Don't need to. Don't need to. Don't need to. This will be fine. There we go. There's our nice little energy multi-block storage energy setup. You can store 6 million HE. 6 million. We could do gold capacitors. Gold for now, upgrade later. Sounds like a plan. That'll be perfect. We can also add a lithium ion energy block. I just need to have the cobalt for it. We need sophisticated, like, we need sophisticated element production. We don't just need to have, like, you see, what we have right now is not good mineral production. Okay, we have poor mineral production. We need sophisticated. We need to be producing niobium, cobalt, tantalum, and all of that. Because currently, we're not producing any of those. All of those are used in energy storage. We have nothing for that. Gold, steel, then we need, we need polymer, gold, and steel. We should have a lot of gold. Keywords on should, because I don't actually know how much gold we have. You know, I don't have the answer to that question. We'll leave the rest for other stupid projects, so. And then all of my steel should be in here. So now we can get started on making the wonderful, 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 wonderful item that everybody needs in their life, gold capacitors. Well, specifically everybody as in myself, because I don't have any gold capacitors. So we need to start making gold capacitors to supplement the lack of niobium capacitors. We need to have enough energy storage to last for 10,000 years and never be able to max it out. Then one more side of one. So now I have 15 million here, 15 million here, and then I'm gonna have 15 million here. And then I can have 15 million on this side. That'll give us a total of 60 million HE. But that's a tier 2 storage. So that's basically like, that's one lithium ion energy cube. That is one of, oh, okay. We can move these though. That is for sure. Because we don't even use this, okay? This doesn't even get used. It just sits there collecting dust. It's because we don't have, I'm not maintaining the zirconium or the plant. I'm not maintaining the fuel it needs, so we need to actually automate stuff for those. Here we go. We have 45 million HE. Not even a lithium ion energy cube. For now, that's all I need. That should be good enough. Keywords on good enough and not perfect. It shouldn't need to be perfect. Actually, I will make it perfect because I care. I care. I'm going to put a niobium capacitor on there as well. That way it has a little extra kick to it, so I can actually store a little bit extra than I need. And hopefully all of these capacitors will be able to help out here. Alright, so if we go in the wall here, I should be able to tear out this and put in 4 blocks, or 3 blocks of these. Boom. Now I have 45 plus 25 plus 1 million HE storage, which is perfect. Just what I need. We should be good. To upgrade it later. That's what we're going to be good for. Good to put off the upgrade until later. Now all I just needed is to get coolant and fuel, and then we should have a functioning reactor power plant. And then we can make it look pretty. Also, we need to hook it into the energy grid as well. Add in switching mechanisms, and we're good to go. So we have a bit of a checklist still. But that's okay. Because I can get the checklist done, so it should be pretty easy. So we need to have switching. Like I said, that's going to be redstone and levers, however you want to say it. All depends on where you're from. But here we say leather, not lever. Just gonna throw these in here. Do I have any sticks? Yes. Perfect. And torches too. So the switching can happen over here. It's really simple. Either it goes here or it doesn't. So that's how I'm gonna do it. So we'll have a switch. The first pipe will go there, and the second pipe will go here. So when I hit the switch, which will be a lever, like this, default says it should go there. Non-default says it will go to where I tell it. This should be the default one. So it's on by default. When this is off, this one will be on. Boom. That's the switching. Pretty simple, huh? Really simple, isn't it? Quite easy to understand. That's just basic science right there. Computer science for you. Now here's our flow gauge valve. So now I can have one pipe here, one pipe here. So now we have a valve and Steam Gaming here. So perfect. Now we're working on our wonderful jokes about Steam. Let's get some pipes going then. Obviously, I'm not going to use copper pipes because it will just look like it's going to have a meltdown. It'll look like create steamage. Create whatever the heck. Anything create, just looks like a meltdown. Waiting to happen. That will give us our flow gauge valve. This will be for hot coolant, by the way. So the hot coolant comes out this way. So hot coolant? No, hot. You could do blood. Well, that's interesting. How does that? I haven't even considered this. Whoa. Oh, it's burnable. Oh, this is interesting. Coolant. Oh, so it's better. It's just a little, I think it's gonna be more expensive. Give me my hot coolant and my regular coolant. Coolant regular. Alright, now switching this. Switches that. Nice. We got our flow switch ready to go, and I can make it all look nice. Make it all look pretty. Or I could just, instead of doing that, because that wastes 2 extra pipes, right? So if you were to go down 2 on each side, that's 4. You do that, it's 3. But this is only 2 pipes. So I've saved potentially 2 pipes from what the maximum is. And then I still have my flow valve, so I can see that. I can just switch. Hit the switch, hit the switch. Nice, and it works perfectly. Hopefully, that's the hope at least, is that it will switch and it will register that switch. So then, boom. This guy can now take in the hot coolant from that guy. And then this will be for the other side of production, kind of like, oh, well, we need hot coolant to run my wonderful, wonderful machine called Crucible. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, we want to smelt something? Perfect. I can just nuclear power my smelter. HBM nuclear tech mod at its finest. Now for cold coolant, this is really easy to figure out. We could just, instead of doing this, extend the pipe just a little bit. Just a wee bit. So, Why can't I pick those up? Okay. Are they just up here? Ah, they're not even real. Not even real. But the pipe can just go through here. Simply put, just pipe. Boom. Hot coolant. Ready. Nice. Good. And then just do cool coolant all the way to the other side. Like that. Then we can set this heat exchanger to do the hot coolant. It's already set to the maximum amount throughput. As long as it is maximum, it should be fine. If it's anything less, I have no idea if it's going to be fine. Or if it's going to explode in some kind of poorly thought out disaster. That now means I need to fill this with steam or water. So then I can make steam. And then I have my coolant loop pretty much satisfied. I just need the coolant now, which is niter and water. And I don't know if I have all of that, but I think we do have niter. We'll have to check inside of the infamous cage, as I'm going to call this. Clearly I don't go down here much. There's really no point to. Ah, we won't have enough? Maybe. How much do we make in the chem plant? Water and niter makes 2,000 coolant in the mixture. The chem plant doesn't do it. It's the mixer. Ah! Ah, that's gonna be fun. That right there is gonna be fun. $2,000 coolant though. So 64 should make 128,000, which is what I need. To fill the entire thing, it should be halfway. Is it 128,000? I think it might be 128 or 256,000 to fill the whole thing. Because I don't remember the exact amount that I need for this. Oh yeah, it's 128. Okay, I was correct. So if we wanted to, we could use 32 niter for it. It's a good thing I know that I need niter pretty badly. So I need to restock my niter supply soon. You used to be able to make it here. Can you still do so? It's been removed. No! It no longer exists in the chem plant, sadly. It's crazy that we're removing recipes that make sense. Made sense that you can make it in the chem plant. Oh, we're producing solvent. Good. And then where is the actual? So we have a mixer there. Is there another mixer I could repurpose? Repurpose a mixer to do it. I think we can do the sulfuric acid one at the oil plant. This one doesn't need to really do much. It's really just sitting here to waste my sulfur. So give me this. Stupid oil. Going to fix my oil. Okay, gonna fix my oil. Okay, do this. Water to this guy. Oh my gosh. Here, let me just bring it with me. I'm gonna take it with me, okay? I'm just gonna take the mixer from the oil setup. The old, good old, gigantic oil fracking setup that we have made. It's fine. Put it right. You know what? This goes right here. Smack it right there. Now, do it. Okay, I don't have cables. That's fine. That's fine. I have a water barrel that's right here. Alright, make coolant. I'm telling it what to do. Hurry and make the coolant quickly. Hurry. Go. Faster. Hurry up. I need the coolant now. This is gonna produce a bit of coolant. So we need to have barrels. I don't even know if I have any right now. Oh, I do have one. It's aromatic hydrocarbons. Oh my gosh. This is useless stuff. Let's go ahead and take this and dump it where it belongs. Inside of that industrial mixer, making solvents and making wonderful, wonderful bakelite for our AKs. This will be beautiful. Dump. Dump. Come on, hurry. Dump it faster. This is too much time. Time is valuable and we're wasting so much time here. Waiting on this oil. Or this aromatic hydrocarbons. Most useless material we have right now. Sitting there in barrels. Just being annoying. Because I could have dealt with it like, oh yeah, I have this. I already know I have this. Could have dealt with it so long ago. Okay, we have our coolant. Coolant is something that has a high affinity for thermal transfer, if that makes sense. It's like you can get a good coolant should have the ability to do that. Able to transfer temperature very effectively. It's like using copper to transfer heat. It's a good conductor of heat. Boom. Let's go. 12,000 coolant at a time. This is too slow. We need to hurry this up. Like this is way too slow. Where's my coolant pipeline? Okay, let's go. Do it. Place one right there. Nice. So it should be ready. Should be ready for me to run it. It's only 24,000. No! Needs more oil piping. Needs more coolant piping. This is really painful to do, 1 barrel at a time. I am not gonna lie. It is the most painful way of doing this, is 1 barrel at a time. Let's grab this other oil barrel. Hopefully it's ready to go. What is this barrel doing, I wonder? Empty. That's just how I like my barrels to be repurposed. I need them empty. What is this barrel doing at this time? Oh, it still has 2,000 aromatic hydrocarbons? Oh, we can't fix it? We can't get rid of them? It's almost as if I can just get rid of that and just say it's coolant instead. Ha ha ha, it's coolant now. Take that. I'm not dealing with stupid barrel nonsense where I have to go back and forth for like 2 hours doing what should take 5 minutes if we do it fast enough. We can do this effectively, or we could choose not to. Choose to do it stupidly. It's all a choice. Okay, well let's go ahead and do things the smart way. Do them effectively and not be an idiot. So 1, 2. Make it a little easier on me to do it. 3. How many is there in there now? How much is in there? 68,000. We still have 60,000 left to produce, I think. Keywords, I think. I don't actually remember what we had in here, so I know that we had a bit left. You know, this will be a lot easier if I just fill my inventory with cobblestone. Alright, that should be good. One more. Boom. Give it some time to fill up while we're doing this. That way I don't come back and it's like, oh hey, it's still not full. Fill it up over there, we can get it done faster. If we're constantly filling something, I think that will be a lot better than if we don't constantly fill something. Is this full? 16,000? Cool. Cool. Oh, hey, it's out of... Good. This is good. This is good news, everybody. We have finished oil or coolant production. Perfect. Let's go ahead and start moving things back to how they need to be so they can actually function. Water needs to be water still. It needs to output water into the sulfuric acid setup. We need to run over to the place where I got the blender and place it down. Because that's what needs to happen. Need sulfuric acid. And then I just need to throw this in here. I am now making my sulfur into sulfuric acid again. Because it's so inexpensive to produce the sulfur. I have so much of it, it is inexpensive. I could keep the thing running forever. Still needs more coolant, but there we go, we have coolant. We should have one final bit of coolant in this. That should be every single piece of coolant it needs. Every ounce of coolant is now in the reactor and it's ready to run. We just need to get fuel, and that comes in the form of a wonderful substance from our Zernox reactors called plutonium-239. Now, to make plutonium-239 into fuel, you'll need a couple things. First, you'll need zirconium for something, and then I think you need insulators for something. Yes, wonderful. It is very easy to do. Super simple and should not take much time. So type in PWR and it should pull up all your fuels. Here we are looking at HEP. No zirconium. No zirconium at all. This is great. This means I don't have to do stupid stuff. Because I don't have to do stupid stuff. Let's go check the reactor capacity. If it's 6, I believe it is 6. It should be able to handle all of the plutonium-239 I'm about to shove into it. We have neptunium, uranium. Here's the plutonium. 1 billion radiation per second is beautiful. Because this will be the power supply for my nuclear reactor. It's 100% safe, trust me. 100% safe. No worries at all. Nuclear physics right here. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be a good reactor, okay? 10 billets, which means I have 5. Oh, I thought I had a lot more fuel, but the good thing is that this stuff lasts forever. It doesn't take. Like, yeah, I mean it will last for as long as it's in the thing. The problem is you just can't turn it off because you don't have control rods. The way I have the reactor built, there's no way to shut it off. Once it's turned on, it's running. That means if it runs away, it'll be just a funny little thing that happens. So we should probably have control rods in our reactor, okay? The second you do that, don't have those, you're probably setting yourself up for failure. But it's acceptable. It's 100% acceptable because this tree is going to give me the logs I need to make the crafting table. Okay? That's the justification. And how does that justify anything? It doesn't. But it doesn't matter. Because we're about to make physics happen. And that's what really matters the most. Really matters is that we're about to do science. Nothing else. No safety. Like I said, this handrail that's supposed to be here is just a representation of how much I care about safety. I don't care. There's no safety here. They can fall into the turbine. That's for all I care. Of course, we don't even have employees, so there's nobody to worry about because I'm not stupid enough to fall on top of that thing. Except, it doesn't even matter if you do. Alright, here we go. Split up my plutonium-239, make the reactor do good things, okay? Do good things. Now, remember, when you're testing something that's potentially able to run away, I like to say do it the one at a time rule. Okay, so we have 0% filled. 1 of 6, okay? Remember that. So this way it's nice and controlled. Even though it's probably not controlled. Oh, crap. Okay, I can fix this. Put water in there now. Water, go! Cool. Cool. Holy crap. We forgot the water. That was almost really bad. Almost an idiot right on camera. Live on stream. The idiot. So it's producing 700 HE, roughly. 6.41k. Ooh. Ooh. It's not even close to what the Zernox produces, but as you can see, I now have it working. 22 hot coolant per tick is good enough for the time being. We're gonna leave 6 in there because we'll turn it on probably next stream. For real, running it. Okay, for real, we're gonna be running it. But for now, we're just gonna leave it like that. Okay, we're just gonna run it on that. We're gonna go ahead and grab some stuff to wire it correctly. You know, it's always fun to look like it, almost look like an idiot live on stream. That's what happens. It's happened in the videos before. I don't really care when the reactor blows up. It just makes it more funny because usually when it blows up, it's like, oh, I'm an idiot. Unless it's super expensive, and then I'm like, oh, okay, well that's not fun. That's not fun at all. Sometimes when it's like one of these little tiny things, it's okay. If it's a bigger thing, maybe not. But when it's tiny, like this one, I can be fine with this. I can be fine with this. If this thing were to just turn into a pile of corium, that's fine with me. It doesn't really make too much of a difference. Actually, it really does, because I spend a lot of time on this, so I would really appreciate if it doesn't do that. I really don't need a pile of corium to clean up. Not to mention the fact that I don't need to build another reactor. Would prefer not to. Keywords would prefer not to. Would do it if I have to. Prefer not to. It is producing quite a bit of energy. Or has produced quite a bit of energy. And it's time for us to export our energy. So we need to find out how to do so. How do you export your energy? How to get it out of your base? These are the questions we must ask this time. I think simply the easiest way is probably to go outside and see if there's a pole. If there's a pole, there's a capability to connect it. Alright, now go grab a cable to find out how we can connect to the pole. I think the cable drum goes in here. Yeah. Alright, let me go over and set up the, figure out the distances that we're going to be traversing. Then we have one final cable to connect, which will come out this side, and we'll go into the other thing. The primary power grid, aka PPP, or PPG? Primary power grid? What the heck? What the heck is this? Nice. Cable connections. Done, done, and done. Done, done, and done. Donest. Best cable connections. Alright, time to consume all that energy it's producing because we're not trying to waste energy, right? So, let's go ahead and expend as much energy as we can on something. Let's go ahead and say, what resources do I have that I want to make a lot of? Could go for coal. Yeah, let's do coal. Yeah, coal's not bad. Put that through the acidizer. It's not going to cost as much energy as it could, but it's a good thing it doesn't cost any stupid amounts of nitric acid and stuff like that. And then we also need to do niter, so if we have niter on hand, it'd be pretty nice to have that and throw it right in there. It would appear we don't have any niter. It would appear we don't have any niter. So let's just do that. That should cost a little bit of energy, and then it will get sent out to do stuff. Do we have any niter in here? 4 niter. 3 niter. Hopefully a stack somewhere. We really do need to mine more of this. Like this is not good that we don't have enough of this. This is bad. This is incredibly bad. This may just be the end of our ore production. Holy crap, that's a lot of coal though. It means while we run all of this coal, we need to be assessing whether or not we're actually able to store it all, because otherwise it will cause some issues. So we gotta keep an eye on that, because this is what happens when you use conveyors. You could have a clog here, or this thing stops working and this clogs, and then boom, everything's shooting out everywhere, and it's a big mess. We do not need that. Do not need that. Shit. This is awesome. Yes, dumb stuff today. No dumb stuff at this time. Have not intercepted any dumb stuff. This is actually really satisfying to watch. You can just watch as it does its ridiculous lithium. Holy crap! I had no idea we had so much lithium. This is why it's important for me to make a meter of lithium. The lithium meter. I could totally start making like digital displays of like how much is in something and stuff like that. I don't wanna. Don't want to. We could make a room dedicated to steel and then have a display like that. That's the thing, is that if I start building like actual digital displays, it's gonna look stupidly massive. Whereas if I just do a couple lamps and just do a line to indicate it, it'd be way more efficient. But I could do it. That's all that matters, is that I could. Realistically, I have the capabilities, skills, and knowledge to do so. Oh man, this just works. This just works right here. It's a beautiful setup that does its job. Does it well. Do. Like the sound of it, it's like hammer. Well, okay, well, what are we doing besides that? To consume energy, produce energy, what are we doing? What are we doing? Let me see. Let me check, let me 22 coolant per second. Reactor time, dude. Reactor time. It says 0% right now because we don't have much in there, so it's not even consuming much energy to run one fuel rod. So this is basically RTG level of power. This will last for until it doesn't. The more fuel rods you add in, the faster it will decrease. Or the more the durability decreases. It increases the rate of the decreasing of durability. I don't know how to explain that. It would be the higher the number of durability used. The more inserted, the more durability used. Okay, so before we can end the stream, I have to complete the building. That is the new rule. If I build a new building, I cannot end the stream until it is fully completed. So that means at this time, all of the nuclear stuff, probably done for today. All that's left is building stuff. So if you don't like building stuff, go away. But if you like building stuff, that's cool, because we're gonna do some building stuff. Even though we've already done a little bit, it's just gonna be primarily building stuff. I'm sure I'll do something else or get sidetracked into something, but for the most part, just building. Hopefully. The keywords is getting sidetracked. That's the thing you should really notice, is that I'll get sidetracked and do random things. So it's probably gonna be interesting if that happens. Give me more iron too. This is actually another thing. I need iron, so this is a great place to go get it. Iron. We should start getting uranium for the. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Because soon we're gonna need to actually make, and I think that might be next stream. Probably need to make sherbidium. But we're getting to the point where we probably should go to space instead. We should focus on getting to space. Alright, well, I'll leave it up to you guys. Do you all want me to go to space or attempt to start working on the space travel for the next stream? If you all do, then we will start working towards space the next stream. So I'll leave it all up to you who are here. Alright, here we go. Now we're getting into more stuff I need. I don't even need gold. I have so much gold I don't need it. Asbestos might not be a bad idea to get. Rare earth might not be a bad idea to collect a little bit of that. Zinc for sure I need. You know what, we're just down here to collect resources at this point. Just gotta make sure I have all of the resources I'm gonna need for the future. Copper, iron, uranium obviously is a big thing. Iron, zinc. Zinc, super difficult to get large amounts of, usually. Struggling with it lately. We run out of zinc constantly. So let's not do that anymore. Let's just get more zinc. Simple. Simple, simple. Get iron, copper, zinc, uranium. Alright, I think we're good. I think we've gotten extracted as much resources as I reasonably should do. See iron up there. Must eat iron. Ooh! That did not sound great. that was the yeah, that wasn't the sound I wanted to go for, but hey, it covers the fact that we just couldn't make the jump. Okay, and it's time to climb the ladder to get the heck out of here. Okay. We have our iron, copper, zinc, uranium, and schist. Good stuff. What we're gonna do is take schist and do something with the schist. Okay, we'll figure it out. We will figure that out, but not right now. No, we'll figure it out soon. What am I even saying? I just fill the space with noise, but those words don't even make sense in my head. Wasn't even thinking of them. Other words, we're just going to go ahead and word spaghetti. Please cook my iron ore. Please cook it now. Steel, I need more. Please cook my iron ore. Uranium. We're 32 uranium, so not too much. We need a lot more. There's no such thing as too much uranium. We need a lot more. We need like... I think it was like in the last playthrough, it took me so long to get it that I'm like... I'm thinking I'm probably going to need 8 stacks at minimum. That's the minimum amount that I'll need to make Sherbidium. Because it took us so long to get it. Because it takes... Basically, you have to detonate a waste barrel on top of it to make the wonderful fictional material of Sherbidium. Alright, we also need to get a bulldozer for that building. Or we could shoot grenades at it. If I have a grenade launcher. Or... better yet... I have weapons that can destroy that building. We could throw some grenades in there. We could tear down that building that way. Call in a carpet bombing on that. Danger close. It's next to the Zernox plant. It's going to be amazing. It's going to tear the Zernox plant in half. And then leave us with a pile of rotting corium. Heaping pile of corium for your... wonderful efforts of or destroying that building. Ooh. Oh, it would destroy, like, everything. It would pretty much just cover this, like... It hit a line, and the line is in a random direction, right? So it could go this way. It could go that way. It could go this way. And if it starts it right there, and it goes this way... that's a lot of damage. It's not though. That'd be the storage area. If it goes that way, it'll hit the Zernox reactors and the Purex. And if it goes this way, it'll just hit our PWR. I'd rather it go this way than either of those two ways if I had to choose. But see, thankfully, I'm kind of the expert in not doing dumb stuff like that. So, as long as I don't do dumb stuff like that, I will not have to worry about the stupidity of doing said dumb stuff. Basic math. Alright, we're putting in the roof now. Just do some cobblestone tile for the roof. It won't be noticeable from the floor that the roof is actually not stone and it's actually cobblestone. Because they look at a distance, they're both gray. The only difference is this one's lighter and has a slightly different texture. And then we finished our wonderful, wonderful nuclear power plant of all time. I'm actually quite impressed with how this is turning out. It's amazing. I say those words, but they really, really, I've said them so many times, they don't even have value. Could think of a better word, like, what did I say, appreciate? Could do something better than that. Could say... value. I really value this nuclear reactor plant as I finish it up. What the heck does that even mean? It's basically the same thing. Really concerned. That's not a good one. Okay, then we can install Windows. Or Linux, but I personally don't think we can put Linux in this because I don't think it's ready for that. Personally, I'm not a Linux enjoyer because I can't see through it, so. So I'm gonna put Windows. Windows for sure. Windows all the way. Windows 10, baby. And then to make everything look all nice and good, do some of this every couple of blocks. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 blocks between each one. Does that work? Does that math? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doesn't math. Oh no! The math! It doesn't work. It's okay. I'll make it work. Okay, there we go. Oh, hey, that does work, kind of. I mean, does it? Because we could do the same thing. We could do the same thing on that side, but it's not going to fit on this side. The reason I'm doing it here is because I want to keep this not so lit up, and then we can figure out something maybe with this one to reduce the amount of lighting that comes in from the sun. Don't really like to have the light from the sun in the build because it makes the build so bright. Oh, this doesn't work. We need to have actual stone there. Cool. It's almost finished. It's almost as if it's almost done. Just needs a little bit more effort. Give it a little bit more time and it should be finished. Cool. It's finished. My goal is accomplished. They have a building almost done. It's not done until I say it is. So once I'm satisfied with it on the exterior, we also need to work on the interior. Is this acceptable? Is this the standard that we're going to set for the interior? This is not good. It needs work. It needs a lot of work. Also needs a staircase made of wood because again, the People's Republic of HBM mod cannot afford stairs of metal or a regular material. So we're just gonna do wood stairs. Zirconium stairs. It's our stairs made of potatoes. And good luck. It's made of potatoes and faith. Ooh, it comes out right there. That's great. It's perfect. I want it to go this way, so it's not in that specific spot. Okay, that doesn't look too good, and if I did it right next to this, it wouldn't look too good. But if it goes here, it's perfect. That's how it needs to be. Remember, no safety, safety last. Great. And then we have the roof. Even though I said I kind of cared about safety, this is all for decoration, clearly. Clearly that's what it's for. Yes. Clearly for decoration. Give me some doors, though. I need... What is this? What did I just see? Oh, it's a stock. Bakelite stock. %1 depletion, and we're still producing energy. Great. We need to continue to produce energy for eternity. 6,000 years, which is eternity. That's the math I've come up with. Perfect. We need this. Probably need some of these. Probably need some of this. Probably need some of everything. But we'll figure it out. Let's go with limestone. And then I know you all want to see something actually cool happen in one of these episodes. So we're gonna blow something up. Okay, I might have told everybody to go away too soon earlier. But we're gonna blow something up today. It's gonna be amazing. And we're gonna make something to blow it up. We're gonna go out of our way to make something explode in an episode of HBM mod. Or stream of HBM. So if that is something that piques your interest, then please stand by. Because this thing will go kaboom soon. And I have no idea why we even built this thing. So, cool, these are just glass panes. That explains why it looked weird on the outside. But it's okay. We'll come by and just blow this entire thing up. I'm just harvesting the valuable pieces for right now. Do I even need I don't even really care about the bricks, do I? And we want to blow it up safely, so we don't want to go too overboard with how we blow it up. We're just going to figure out a way that makes it like a control explosive. Okay? Because we don't need to make it go too huge. I probably need to figure out the math for how effective we can destroy this building without blowing up the nearby buildings is one of the criteria. And two, I also don't need the meteor. You know what? Because I want to make this cool, because I want to do it cool, we're going to just leave most of the building. I'm just here for the windows. Okay, this building was built for the purpose of housing something, but it looks too much like a place where you would have a swimming pool, so I don't want it in my industrial complex. Because it doesn't look to how I want it to be. So we're going to find a way to demolish this, since it is not within the architectural criteria I've set. So we'll need C4, Semtex, or something. Yeah, I like Call of Duty a lot. Yeah, it's awesome. You know what they do in Call of Duty? They will take real things and then give them fictional names and make them look fictional. I was learning about that today. It was great. Used to be super good back in the Modern Warfare 3 days. Original Modern Warfare 3. It was so good. Super amazing. Now it's sad. No, okay, anyway. We need to make C4. Or something explosive. HBM has tons of options for things that explode, because the name of the mod is HBM's Nuclear Tech Mod, which implies things are going to be nuclear and explosive. Is there any FPV drones available? That'd be great. FPV drones. I do have the mod for that, so we could definitely do FPV drones. We do have rockets. We could definitely do rockets. I want something more spicy, though. I want to, like, make the base just go away. The entire base should be gone in one single press of the button. So, let's get a nuke. We're getting insane with this. I think we're going beyond the, beyond our safe limits of what we can do. Oh, hey, is this the explosives? No. Butter sword? What? Nonsense. This is insanity. Magma drill. Huh. Fascinating. Flow control pump? What the heck? What is it? What does it do? What is it good for? Probably something. I just can't see what it is. Okay. Ah, here we go. C4. Duds. Those are always an option. I mean, they're just laying around everywhere. Actual TNT? Dynamite or actual TNT? Dynamite's not as big as actual TNT. We also have firework batteries, but those aren't really good. C4 is probably the best bet. You can make a C4 block pretty easily. And I think 2 would probably do the trick. We'll go ahead and do this in the test world first, because I would like to have the answer to whether or not that is going to cause a super massive explosion. C4 is one of those things that it's like, you don't, a little goes a long way. It's like putting butter on bread. A little butter makes the bread super tasty. Too much butter, bad. Tastes bad. So, a little of this will go a long way. But too much of it will destroy everything. Hello. Hello. We're about to demolish a building after I finish this. So, you see that building there? Looks like a place where you'd put a swimming pool, indoor swimming pool. Yeah, we're just gonna demolish that. So after I finish my wonderful power plant and make it look pretty and everything to the way I want it to be, we'll go nuke a building. Probably not nuke it, but just safely destroy it without destroying it too much or destroying everything in the surrounding area. I don't think this needs windows. I think this really could do without windows, actually. It's okay, we can have windows. We can have windows. It's perfect. Let's put some windows on that side too. Now that I think about it. Put windows here. Shift F9. Oh, hey, we got a bit of space to work with on this. Ah, it's perfect. This is perfect. Five, 6. 1, 2. Got my 2019 Minecon cape on Java. Cool. I don't know. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on. 1, 2, 6. That's what I need. Okay, here. Then I need to go to this one and do all the way to the end. Perfect. Alright, next thing we'll need is to make the C4, or test the C4 in the testing world, because we don't just go and detonate something without knowing the actual quantity I need, because, yeah, that's a recipe for disaster. That's a recipe for Purex machine getting blown up, probably, if not the Zernox reactor. And I don't really want to risk that because it's a lot of work to do. A lot of work. This should be where I place one of them. So then I would need to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, look at that. I can count and do math perfectly. Average human experience right here. Then we need to skip 1 and go to here. Oh, well, we could just do it from the outside. Why am I doing it from the inside? I can just see it easier on the outside. Looks like I have 4 there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I just did an extra one. Oops. And the glass is just for decoration. Bedrock only had the 2019 Golden Creeper cape. But now Mojang gave it to people who owned it on Bedrock and Java. Also this 1.12 Minecraft. This is 1.7.10 or 1.7.10. Java 1.7.10, yeah. There is a 1.12 version, but I don't usually play the 1.12 version. And there's the several different versions of HBM mod available for 1.12. There's the custom edition, which is the most up-to-date version, and then there's the older ones where there's like the extended and reloaded. But those 2 versions, like everybody talks about those, but I mean, this isn't even necessarily like the most original Minecraft, but it is pretty old at this point. I remember when it hit like its 10-year anniversary or something like that. I don't remember what it was, but yeah, it's old. It's not as old as beta. I don't know if I can put these on this side. Oh man, now I have to put them on this side. This sucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, we're about to get to the part where we get to make the C4. That's what we're really after here. We're not after finishing the building. I mean, this is the first building I finished an exterior of. So that's good. That's a start. I'm making starts. Making a first happen here. This is the first time we've ever finished the exterior for a building. And it looks okay. It's not too bad. But it could be better. There's always room for improvement. I'm gonna fill in all of this with this. Just pile some schist up here. Just make it look like the other side. Because I don't want somebody to go from the other side to look at this side and be like, wow, there's like little divots in it. When on the other side there's no divots. It's gotta be symmetrical. What do you think of slim skins being added to older versions that only had Steve model skin format? I think Jeb ruined old Minecraft with slim skins. Yeah, I don't like slim skins at all. That's weird. It's like, I don't know, I always run the normal skin. Because the slim ones are like, just weird. I think we could probably get away with like C4 here, a C4 here, actually just do 2 C4, and then a bunch of tinier explosives here and here, and then we just need to rig it so it all explodes at the same time. So we need a central detonation system, or just use det cord. This guy's about to experience fun. Okay, he's gonna have some fun with this. Alright, there we go. Just to seal it off for now, so he doesn't escape my wonderful explosive. It's time to go ahead and get a bit of experimentation. Chernobyl Tester 1986, where we can go to test some wonderful stuff. Catastrophic events. Yeah, like only like famous people had the capes. Like, what was his name? The mouse guy. Dead mouse. C4? No. No, there's no such thing as composition C4. Oh my gosh. Bombs. Here we go. We can probably get away with one of those and 2 of the other thing. Or we could just do explosive charges. Let's experiment. Let's find out what works best. How can we best make things explode? I do have kerosene barrels, so I can experiment with those. And the liquid oxygen barrels. We also have block of C4 and Semtex. We could experiment with these. So we're gonna experiment and we're gonna find out what works, what doesn't work. So the explosive charge. That's 4 chunks. That might be good. Here's C4. You also got them from Minecon. Remember Minecon? Ah, I mean yeah. Here's regular C4. I don't know why it spins like that. And then we also have kerosene, which is just an extra. Can't explode that, right? Well, here. It just does a little bit extra. So if we're gonna blow something up, we could probably do 2 explosive charges to destroy the whole building. Let's see how that works. That should realistically destroy the whole building, especially if we place these centrally. So 1 here. We'll go ahead and say the other one is probably about this far apart. So then how do we fire them both at the same time? We need something that will explode at this instantly. So do a det cord between the 2 of them. Mod creators were not super limited compared to now. I don't think mod creators are super limited, honestly. Like if I'm being honest, like now, like the only limitation is that you can't really compensate for the fact that there's so many different mod loaders out there. I think that's the biggest thing now. This will definitely do the job. Let's try it with 2 C4 blocks because that will be cheaper and less in the lazy answer to the problem. See, if you want to be lazy, you can just do 2 C4 blocks. But they have to detonate at the same time. So 2 C4 blocks, probably a redstone wire between the 2 of them. So that way we're limiting the length, but I'm going to go ahead and do this. Could just do a bunch of det cord. There's a lot of extra damage that comes from that. But it does get the basic gist of the explosive I need. I don't like how big of an explosion this is gonna be. And it's very close to my stuff. Going to Disneyland to go answer this question. So, let's take a look. Yeah, this could be a bit dangerous to do. This is the closest building. We probably should put the explosives towards the rear of this building. Alright, let me go ahead and grab something. We need C4. Or Semtex. Block of Semtex. Semtex bars are made with hydrogen peroxide and Semtex blend. It's made with niter, cordite, and solid fuel. I don't have solid fuel, and I don't really want to make cordite. So we're just going to go ahead and do the cheap option, the C4 option. Composition C4 is made using unsaturated hydrocarbons. Ah, do I even have any? Do I even have any? This is worrisome. We do have rubber production, we just need niter, and then we need to turn on the fracking tower. Go. Turn that on, run down to here. We're gonna grab, I have 29 minutes to do this. 29 minutes to get this to be destroyed. And we'll set that up. Give me this. We don't need nitric acid right now. I know it's gonna be hard to live without nitric acid for a little bit, but it's fine. We need to go and set the processing for rubber to become bombs. We're gonna just switch over from making typically safe rubber to making explosives. Ooh, it sounds like fun time. Beautiful. There we go. That's perfect. It's jolly good, isn't it? This is how we used to do it back on when I was playing on like warfare servers and stuff. Cause you just have your chem plant, like you're making your rubber, and like all of a sudden you're like, I think today I need some C4 on the side of my rubber. Boom. start producing C4 instead. Just literally swap the plant over to making C4. And then with the nuclear power plant running, we should be able to power this. Hopefully. It's a big hope. It's time to make the explosives. I really don't like this, because you know what happens when you detonate this stuff? This will destroy a lot of stuff. You gotta be really careful, but hopefully I'm pretty careful with this. So what we'll do is we'll have the explosives kind of, I can test what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna test it again. So here's what we can do. HBM actually follows some pretty simple physics with these explosives. If you have blocks that can stop an explosion, the explosion just kind of gets directed. So if I have concrete, which is pretty strong, blast resistance 84, but for concrete bricks, 96, and for rebar, like 108. So these numbers are like, sounds like a lot, it's not really. This probably will get destroyed if I place a C4 next to it, but it probably can survive the C4. So if I detonate the C4, as you can see, the direction of the explosion is guided that way. So I can create a directional explosive, almost like a claymore. And if I want to destroy, okay, let's say I want to destroy a building, and let's see, I can do one here. I can do another one over here, like just a little bit away from it. And it limits the damage that goes this way. That's the advantage to this. The problem is that you still will have the sides being damaged. However, if I do it like this and direct the explosion inwards towards that can be good. And then all we have to do is figure out how to get the other side to explode at the same time. Because it will need to be two sides now. Use obsidian? Oh, well, you see, with obsidian, this will destroy the obsidian. And concrete, I can get concrete, so obsidian's a little more valuable than concrete, honestly. But we can try this with obsidian to see if this actually works. I'm pretty sure it will just blow up these obsidian, though. Okay, you might have a point. That's good. Well, we can definitely do obsidian. We just need to wire these so they don't have any issues. Go between the two of them, put the lever between the two, and then I should have that part. So then they'll all go at the same time. It's kind of... What? That is an interesting direction to explode into. But I like that it's kind of guided more that way. It's pretty good. We have to practice until we can get this perfect. Because that's what's going to happen. We're going to get it perfect. Dirt right there. Explosive here. This way it guides the explosive in the direction I want it to be, which is going to be like this way. Get rid of a block here, which should allow it to be more of that direction. And then one here. We could do radio transmitter pieces. Alright, here we go. So that, and then this piece need to fire, so we'll just do a transmitter. Transmitter and receiver system. Receiver. Alright, and then we have our answer to the problem. This will get the thing done incredibly well. Just do a receiver, signal 0, and then the sender, which is going to be this one. 0. And then just slap it with a lever. Oh, never mind. It doesn't actually work. This doesn't actually work. Signal 0, frequency 0. Oh, I have to set all of them. Oops, I'm It should set them all off at the same time. Alright, we have 23 minutes to complete this mission. That is weird, but it works. Kind of. Definitely very downwards explosion. What the heck? It's literally exploded under the ground. That should be the angle we're looking for to blow up the building. Now, we could probably do it better and just do like a double. I wonder how that would look. I am quite curious about that. That would be a fairly solid idea. Let's go ahead and keep using this to test, and I can just use a wand. Since we have plenty of time to test and figure out what we need. That should do. It's all filled in. Perfect. Leather. Turn it off. If I left a hole there, it'd be a problem. So we're not going to do that. And we don't want it to shoot twice. So we need to have one here, one here. That. I hope this doesn't turn into a cannon on accident. It shouldn't. Okay, slap it. I think we did something a little wrong, but it somehow didn't end up too badly. Okay, yeah, no, 2 is not gonna be good. We should be able to, we'll figure it out. Disneyland. Ah. Alright, so now we have the C4. We need more C4. I need more. Need more C4. We can only go in one direction. There's no point in trying to do 2 directions at once. We already saw that it works. So what I need to do is guide the explosion in that direction. So, like you said, obsidian works. And I have plenty of obsidian, so that's good. Means that all my shaped charges need to be facing in that direction. So I can't have any stupid nonsense where they're like angled weirdly or anything. They have to be precisely the way they need to be. Otherwise, we're gonna have a Pure X that's gone. No more Pure X process. It got blown up because I was deciding to do fun stuff. We could just angle the explosion upwards. Where do I even put obsidian anyway? I have this, but I don't even know where I put it. I know it has it. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Transmitters. Transmitter and receiver technology. Wonderful. Redstone. Nether quartz. Do I even have glowstone? I don't even have glowstone. I wonder why I don't have glowstone. Maybe I just don't go to the nether often. I don't even need to use that. I could just go and use redstone and it will work. We'll be able to do it with obsidian though. That's the good thing. Obsidian will be fine. I was honestly surprised about how effective obsidian works for this. Hopefully I don't die here. This would be a terrible place to die. Oh crap. Oh crap. Cool. 8 pieces. That will do the trick just nice. Now I gotta find my portal so I can get the heck out of here. Where is my portal, please? Portal is up there. I'm lost. Okay, I think I might be a little dumb because I just got lost. I know it was dangerous, so it had to have been somewhere where it's super dangerous to get to. It can't be that far away. Oh, there it is. Let's just jump all the way there. Yeah, that'd probably be a smart idea, not. I mean, honestly, no point in not trying. Oh. Well, we survived. That's all that matters. 30 damage. Time for the stupid dumb stuff of the day. They require a unique ID. I don't understand. I don't understand. They're simple. I don't know. I don't know what you're asking me. If you're asking me something, put it into simpler words. Like, what are you asking? Comprehend it much easier that way. Glowstone dust. Perfect. A unique ID. Like, what are you asking? Like, does it need a, like, what about, because I know stuff about some stuff. Okay, I will say that. I don't know if it's stuff you're asking me about, but I know something about something. There's a mod that extends IDs, and I think there might be one that does that, probably, because you said it, so. So you can identify the mod. You're trying to identify the mod based off the ID. Then you just look in the jar and it should have, because usually the mods are structured in such a way that the ID is in one of the, there's a folder that has a notepad that just has all the identifying information about the mod. Like the version, the ID, all of that should be in one folder. Because I've tried making a mod before, so. Oh, I tried making a client-sided size mod. I don't know much about, like, programming. Programming mods, at least. Be a shame if that glass just got demolished by a wonderful amount of C4 that we're about to place here. So this should get the angle for the explosion. That's one of the guides done. We need another explosion guide here. And a third one in the middle. Taking no chances with these explosion guides to not have any stupidness happen from blowing up the building right here. So we have to set up these explosion guides correctly. C4. C4. We need one more guide right in the middle. Ah, I need more. What program do you need for Minecraft mods on Java for Forge? What program do you need for it? Like, what do you mean? Like, your integrated development environment? Like, is that what you're asking about? IDE? Or like, are you asking about, what is it? Building the mod? Because you need Gradle for that? Gradle or whatever it is? Like, I want to code my mods. Well, you can either get Eclipse, or there was another one. What was it? I know PyCharm does Java maybe too. I don't remember which one I used. I think I used Eclipse. There's Eclipse in another one. And then there's also, when you go to build the mod, you need to have a program for that as well. So you can't just go straight into the mod because you need to have the program that builds mods as well. And then when you actually, because I know that's Gradle, and on the old versions, you're not gonna be able to find one that necessarily works super easily. So if you're looking for one, it's probably non-existent. Like, it's so old that finding versions of it that work, it's not easy to do. Like, that's why it's like modded as like kind of like feels gated, honestly. Like, to actually make a mod for the game. Hopefully I don't blow myself up with this. That'd be pretty typical of me. You know, we want to watch this, don't we? We want to watch it. Let's go ahead and get in a position where I can watch. Let's go right here and set up my torch so I can watch. Redstone over radio transmitter. Signal 0. Save. Send. What the heck? I thought I set it up correctly. Holy Jesus, dude. Oh, we're missing redstone there. No wonder it didn't fire. One more shot. The final shot. This time, I will destroy the building. It's gone. Oh, it's half gone. How do you like your building? Glass half gone? Oh, hey, I missed that one. Oops. I mean, hey, we can always go ahead and install a new one. How do you like your building? Half gone or half there? I like my building half there. Literally just destroying the building. Did it not fire? Did we have another misfire? Is that what just happened? We misfired again. Oh my gosh. Okay, we've fired. All building is destroyed. Ha 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 ha. Beautiful. The problem is this left a little more of a crater than I wanted. Wanted to get rid of that. It's I mean, we did a good enough job. It's only slightly a blemish. Slightly a blemish on the environment. I'm genuinely astounded at the fact that it didn't do more damage to the ground. This could have been so bad. It could have like tore the ground in half and stuff. Could have done some serious damage. Only left a little bit of a damage on the grounds. Did not really do too much to this side of the building, unfortunately. So we're gonna need some additional cleanup tools to help out. Since I don't have a bulldozer because HBM won't add bulldozers, it's okay. I'll just go ahead and grab something even more big Something a little better that can finish the job. You all thought I was going for... Oh, you all thought I was going for the Panzerschreck. No, I'm going for Merv Grenade. Merv Grenade to start, and then we'll see if we need to go bigger. I'm just gonna fly. 5 more grenades are gonna fly out. Alright, grenade. Frag out! I think we missed a little bit. We might have just missed a little bit. Hey, I think that was actually not bad. I left a little bit, but that's okay. We can fix that. I think we have rockets in storage. I really just wanted to blow something up today. That's really what I wanted to do. I'm sure you all understand where I'm coming from with this. That's the whole point of HBM mod, isn't it? Just to blow stuff up, right? So, how can I make things explode much easier? Don't worry, guys. I got you. You all want to see something nuclear happen. Well, this thing should cover that perfectly. Hopefully that's not too far away. I think we might have missed the mark. Yeah, we missed. Oh, that was not too bad. Wasn't too far off the mark. I mean, we landed right behind it. It's like playing basketball, but you can't hit the 3-pointer. This is beautiful. We've done such a good job. I'm such a good renovator, guys. It's almost as if I'm the renovator of all time. House improver right here. You'd pay 500 grand for that, wouldn't you? 500,000 isn't that? So it's so much money. Here we have a $250,000 25 square foot crater. Yeah. Do I have missiles? Do I have rockets? Do I have anything I can shove in this thing to make stuff explode? No, but we can make some. Or we can just sneeze. That's what I need to do. Or we could just make more C4. Ooh. I don't really think we need to blow up the building more. We've hit the mark of it's gone, it's not there. Or we could just make an FPV drone. FPV. It's called DJI. There we go. Check that out. Ooh. It's just what I need. Just what I need. RPG, right? For the building. Or we could just not do it. I don't want to do that. What if I don't wanna? I mean, we have all the stuff to do it. It's not impossible. It's literally like the easiest thing I can do. I could do it right now. I don't really wanna. It's fair. But I can do it. I have wood, right? Sticks. Sticks and stones to make RPGs to break some bones. This should finish off the building. Should finish off the remains of the building. Demolition expert here. We couldn't get it done in one try, so we're just gonna drone it. When in doubt, drone them out. Here we go. That's what I'm looking for. Ooh. Ooh. Portable controller. What does it cost? Oh, that's fine. I got some of that, I think. Yes, I do. It's drone time. It's go time. I hope the drone doesn't cost fuel, because it shouldn't. That would make no sense. And hopefully it doesn't need ammo either. Okay, that'd be stupid. It'd be dumb. This could go really bad in a lot of ways. Nice. No, don't hover. Please just take off. Explode! Wait. R? Does it need me to hit the R key? Oh my gosh, guys. Oh, we're out of ammo on it. Oh. Wait, do I actually need to is this just a regular harmless drone? I thought this would be able to blow up the wall. I'm gonna go in. Yeah, this actually is pretty neat. Does it actually have the thing on the bottom? This is the neatest mod of all time. It does have the thing. Ah. Well, apparently it doesn't. It says it doesn't. Surprised. Surprised that it does not work. We cannot fly the drone. Sad. Wait. Oh, no. So how am I supposed to destroy the rest of this if I have no anti-tank munitions and my drone just despawned out of existence? Where did I even leave it? Oh, it's over here. Ugh. Wait. No. Thought it was gonna be easy, huh? You weren't prepared for it, were you? You got the wrong one. It's the one with the bomb. This is the one with the bomb, not the one with the drone. Ah, you can reload. S. Hold on. Land. We need to give it bombs then, so give it gunpowder and fun stuff. Gunpowder and iron. All it needs, it's like a cannonball. It's gonna shoot a cannonball out of my drone. Drone with 17th century cannons attached. Oh my gosh. What an unholy device that would be. R. Please reload. Oh, you can't reload this thing? What the heck? It doesn't even have weapons. We're just flying around right now, dude. It's just flying. This is actually pretty neat. I will say, this has really opened my eye to not using this for making massive amounts of destruction. It is actually pretty neat. You could use it for exploring, or maybe like a video. You could be like, all right, guys. So to end today's video off, Shift F5. Oh, never mind. Ah. Just throw it in here. F5. Ooh, so to end today's video off, guys, we're just gonna take a little bit of a tour. It's like one of those drone videos. Shit, it's out of range. I'm just getting carried away right now. We'll finish this next time when that building needs to be destroyed. And then we'll figure out what we're doing from there. It's an industrial project. Industrial demolitions. Ha ha ha. I will see you all in the next one.